What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and this is perhaps the best story I've seen in a while. It absolutely drives home the idea that only biological men have the true power to get rid of the hashtag, the non-binary, this, that, and the other stuff, insanity infecting sports and job fairs even now. And what's interesting to me is I've said this before. If you want to have sports be fair and balanced, when you think that too many trans individuals are competing against biological women, you need 100 based guys to enter it and just crush it and make a complete mockery of it. That's what you need. And this is exactly what happened. Men overran a job fair for women in tech. The Grace Hopper celebration is meant to unite women in tech. This year, droves of men came in looking for jobs. Well, now they're worried about it. It was meant to be a week for women in tech, but this year's Grace Hopper celebration was swamped by men who gatecrashed the event in a search for lucrative tech jobs. The annual conference and career fair aimed at women and non-binary tech workers, which takes its name from a pioneering computer scientist, took place last week in Orlando, Florida. The event bills itself as the largest gathering of women in tech worldwide and sought to unite women in tech industry for nearly 30 years. Sponsors include Apple, Amazon, Bloomberg, and it's a major networking opportunity for aspiring tech workers. In-person admission costs up to $1,300. You have to pay to go to a job fair? Yikes. This year, droves of men showed up with resumes in hand. AnitaB.org, the nonprofit who runs the conference, said that it was an increase in participation of self-identifying males at this year's event. The nonprofit said it believes allyship from men is important and noted it cannot ban men from attending due to federal non-discrimination protections in the U.S. Double it. Organizers expressed frustration. Past iterations of the conference have, quote, always felt safe, loving, and embracing, said Bo Young Lee, president of the advisory of AnitaB.org, in a LinkedIn post. And this year, I must admit, it did not feel this way. Whoa, transphobe much? Colin White, AnitaB's chief impact officer, said in a video posted to X that some registrants had lied about their gender identity when signing up. Whoa, how could you know that? That's transphobic. That's transphobic. And taking up space and time with recruiters that should go to women. This is how you win. You force them to say this stuff out loud. You force them to say, actually, it's just for women. All of those things are limited resources which you have no right. White said, AnitaB.org, and did not respond for requests for comment. Tech jobs, once a fairly safe and lucrative bet, have become more elusive. In 2022 and 2023, tech companies around the world laid off more than 400,000 workers, according to layoffs.fyi, a site that tracks job losses from across the industry. Tens of thousands of those cuts have come from huge employers like Meta, Amazon, and some firms have instituted hiring freezes. The layoffs have been particularly brutal for immigrant workers who have been left scrambling for sponsorship in the United States after losing work. That's the risk you take. The controversy at the Grace Hopper celebration shows the fallout of these job losses as women and non-binary people still struggle to find equal footing in an industry dominated by men. Women made up just 1/3 of those working in STEM jobs in 2021, according to the CRAP data statistics. As job cuts bite, all prospective tech workers have become more desperate for job opportunities. During the conference, videos posted to a TikTok showed a sea of men waiting in line to enter the conference or speak with recruiters in the expo hall. Men and women are seen running into an expo as the staffer yells for them to slow down. Build back better. Build back better. Right? Is that what's happening here? You know, these same women are the women that wanted this, just for the record. Avni Barman, the founder of a female talent-focused platform, Gen She, said she immediately noticed tons more men and more chaotic scene this time compared to previous years. Barman was at the conference to host a meetup during and after the conference, and she heard from a number of women who were sad and frustrated. Well, women, I guess you're going to have to define what a woman is. Neil deGrasse Tyson told me that it's whatever I feel like that day. If I happen to have a leg up at a job opportunity and I happen to feel like a woman that day, who are they to say I'm not? Nelly Azar, a student at The Ohio State University studying computer science and engineering, attended the conference and saw long lines of people waiting to speak to employers. That was entirely different from 2022 when they attended and saw very few men. Azar said they could talk to only 2 of the companies that they were interested in because others were inundated with applicants. Long lines zigzagged outside the entrance to the event's expo hall. The frustration was palpable. This year's conference shows not only how fragile our spaces are, but we need more of them. Whoa! Phobic much? Now is one of the most important times to advocate for gender equality. I mean, what is a woman? I don't even know, friends. I'm not totally sure. Wired magazine, men flood women's job fair after, quote, lying about being non-binary. I absolutely love this. By the way, it's got to be a real stick in the rear. You're looking for a job and you have to pay up to $1,300 just to get a chance to apply for a job. That feels like a rough situation. Instead of catering to its intended audience that paid about $1,300 a ticket to get in the doors, organizers soon realized that cisgender men had flooded the conference allegedly for their own personal gain. Everybody there was there for that. Everybody who was there to get a leg up and move their careers forward. This is supposed to be a joyous event that centers around you, Chief Impact Officer Colin White told attendees on September 27th. Yesterday, it became clear that there are far greater numbers of cisgender men attending than we anticipated. Wait a minute, how do you know they're cisgender? How do they know? I would think, Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's an astrophysicist, guys, and Bill Nye, who is a TV science guy, both said that you can be whatever you want to be. Simply put, some of you lied when you registered, and it's evidenced by the stacks and stacks of resumes you're passing out. You did so because you thought you could come here and take space to try and get a job. We need male allies. We need men who want to celebrate women, work with and for women. So we welcome men in this space to learn and support and improve. Well, sorry. They're basically saying, hey, starve. Why don't you starve? Starve to support women. You don't get to have the jobs. Men apparently took discounted academic tickets from women who sought them, as well as interview slots and recruiting opportunities. All things to which male attendees had, quote, no right to infringe based on who the event was for, White said. So let me be perfectly clear. Stop. Oh no, everyone should go. Next year, there should be double the amount of men. More men forever. because that's the only way this insanity ever stops. By the way, if you're enjoying my video, please follow or subscribe down below. It's getting incredibly tough to find people out there, and I would love to earn your subscription. I stream daily on Rumble from 12 to 2. If you download the Rumble app, find the quartering on there, or you go to rumble.com, find the quartering, make sure you follow that. Every day from 12 to 2 Central. It's a lot of fun. We're growing. We're growing each day. We've got about 4,300 people every day now, and that's great. I really want to hit 6,000 by the end of the year, and I can't do that without your help. So I hope you'll join me for the live show daily.